Shalom. First and foremost, going to give all praises and glories due. Kwahala Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kwakadash. Double honors and much love and respect to the elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. And honors and salutations to all you Akim all over the world that's doing this work in sincerity and in truth. And shalom to the few sisters listening to silence through the spirit and power of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So, I just want to give my take, add my 2 cents in. I know brothers are talking about, Elon Musk making the statement that America's the new Rome. In all actuality, America's just a continuation of Rome, which it states in the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 3, that his deadly wounds were healed, because we already know that America is still carrying the same traditions as the way of Rome. For example, the money system. Back in ancient Rome, they had the denarius, which in modern terms now is the U.S. dollar. And what took place back then, they was devaluing it. They were cheapening the denarius so they could keep up with their military structure. It's no different than what's going on today with the U.S. dollar. Here it is, the U.S. dollar is being inflated, which they're devaluing it, by the day, And another thing too, the Roman army was spread was spread too thin. No different than America. America's army is spread too thin, and they gotta cheapen the money to kind of keep up with the military power, So, but the thing is, how many people notice? How many Christians know that America's reincarnated as the ancient Roman Empire all over again? Not too many. Okay. I wonder if Vocab Malone knows that. But here it is. He's doing his very best to try to debunk what he calls this Hebrew Israelism thing, which is this bullshit ass corporate term, which we're all about the truth, starting with the head apostle CQMS on down. We're all about truth and prophecy. And here it is, Elon Musk is stating prophecy right here. Okay, which, from the head apostle CQMS on down, we already know that this place is Rome all over again. Okay. So, I'm just gonna read what it says in this article here. It says, Elon Musk says America's new Rome and hits differently when you think about it. Prophecy. Exactly, prophecy. Okay, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. Starting with the book of Daniel's, the 2nd chapter with Nebuchadnezzar. Okay. Which they actually have it right here in this article. It's about a lot of people tied to review Rome, the Roman Empire in the Bible, to the end times events. It's about more than just power. It's about how global systems come together in rebellion before Christ returns, which is our Lord Yahushai. Rome was a global superpower controlling culture, politics, and economy, and some see the U.S. is doing the same thing. Obviously, yeah, they are doing the same thing. Okay. Daniel's vision, chapter chapter 2 and 7 talks about a final kingdom, and Revelation 17 and 18 warns of this global beast tied to greed and false religion. America, it might just be part of the setup. The bigger picture here isn't just America or any one any one country. It's about how these systems align for the ultimate showdown. Human rebellion versus God's rules. Just like Rome fell, these powers will too. Exactly. But yet you have Elon Musk saying that, this time, it's not going to fall. It is going to fall. And it's going to fall very hard, pursuant to the prophecy. And without further ado, let's get into the prophecy. Okay. So this is Daniel's the second chapter, and I'm gonna start at 31. This is where Daniel met King Nebuchadnezzar, and King Nebuchadnezzar was telling him about the dream that he had. Okay, so let's start at Daniel's chapter 2, verse 31. It says, "Thou, O king, sawest, behold, a great image. This great image was brightness, and was exceedingly stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image this image head was as fine, was of fine gold, his breasts and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and selected that was of iron and clay, and broke them into pieces. Then was the iron, the clay and brass, the silver and the gold broke into pieces together, and became like a shaft of the summer, refreshing floors, and the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the earth." Okay, so this is where Daniel's gonna break it down to him. All right. So, verse 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art the king of kings, for the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory. Which is the Babylonian Empire. That's what he's telling them. All right, the current kingdom that he was in right now, which was the head of gold. "And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heavens have given unto thee, has given into thy hands, and has made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold." Talking about him, the Babylonian Empire. Okay. So afterwards, which will come the Persian and the Medes, the Medo-Persian Empire. Okay. "And after thee arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and after the third, which was the Medo-Persian Empire that came up. That was the breast of silver. Okay. And after Salakia, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth." All right, that was the Grecian Empire that starting with Alexander the Great, you know, took down, the Grecian Empire. And then after the Grecian Empire came the Roman Empire. Okay. So this is Daniel describing the ancient Roman Empire. Verse 40, and the kingdom and the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdue all these things. And as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and the toes part of pottery clay, part is clay, and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of strength of iron, and so much of thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the feet and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so shall the kingdom shall be partially strong and partially weak. That's talking about today right now. All right, which is the ancient Roman Empire reincarnated. Okay, dealing with NATO and the EU. All right, you got some of the nations that are strong, and then you got some of the nations of the EU that are weak. Okay, due to the economic structure, so to say, such as Greece and other countries. Okay, so that's what it's talking about. And whereas thou sawest iron which with miry clay, they shall magnify themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as the iron is mixed with clay. You see, so they got differences amongst each other. The government, within the government, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and all these other, alliances that America has with these other countries. Okay. All right, so that's talking about America. Okay, so America coming back reincarnated as Rome. Okay, so now people are getting hip to it. Not all people, but some of the people already know. I came across Jake in the world. That know that America is Rome all over again. Okay. All right, so he's breaking down that our Lord Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come in the midst of this kingdom here, this current kingdom that's ruling right now, which is Rome all over again. Okay, because let's read it. Daniel's 2:44, and in that day of the kings shall the Most High set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. For as much as thou sawest that same stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it broke in pieces the iron and the brass and the clay and the silver and the gold, the great God have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof. You know, so there it is that the prophet Daniel was breaking it down to him. Which currently, right now, we're in the we're at the feet right now of this image of the prophecy that that Daniel broke down to him. Okay, which is ancient Rome all over again, which is iron mixed with clay. Okay, so our Lord is gonna come back, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai. He's gonna come back in the midst of this kingdom. World War III. And what's gonna happen is he's gonna smote this kingdom. Okay, he's coming to bring this kingdom down, and it's gonna start with the feet. you know, because our Lord is coming in these times that we're living in now. Okay, and our Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna bring down this kingdom. All right, our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back to bring down this kingdom, to destroy this kingdom. That's why it says at the top, not at the top, but right here, the interpretation, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had when he was telling the prophet Daniel. Says here in verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay. Actually, 34, Salakia. Thou sawest till that's a stone that was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet. You see? So, which smote the image upon his feet. Okay, so this is where our Lord is going to come back, because we're in the midst of the feet right now of that image, which is the ancient Roman Empire. And we already know that the feet is the end of the body, you know. The feet is the end of the body. Okay, so our Lord Yahweh Shai, he's coming in the midst of the feet of this time, which is America reincarnated as the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, so he's gonna smote. Our Lord is coming back to smote the feet, which is these times right now. Which our Lord is gonna come back in these times and totally destroy this kingdom. Destroy this kingdom and set up the kingdom of heaven. Okay. So this is the prophecy. But here it is. Elon Musk, he didn't read this. Yeah, he knows that this place is ancient Rome all over again. But here it is. He's claiming that, this time it's not going to be destroyed. They trust in their, their the beast system. They got their space system out there. And things like that set up trying to fight our Lord Yahweh Shai. And this is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. That they're literally trying to fight the angels and trying to fight our Lord Yahweh Shai. Alright. Only this time, when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back, he's not coming back as he came back 2,000 years ago. Okay. Let's get Isaiah the 47th chapter. All right. So it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon," which is talking about America. When you hear the word virgin, it means untouched, and this place has been untouched. No other country has been able to touch this country militarily yet, so to say. So come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover the locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thighs over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. You see, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, and thy shame shall be seen. All right, all these other countries don't respect America anymore. All right, they look at America as weak now. All right, all these the fear that America had over these other kingdoms, had over these other nations, that fear is not there anymore. These other nations don't fear America no more. All right, that fear that that America had over these nations by the way of the weapons, the atomic bomb and all that stuff. But now these other countries are possessing nuclear capability now, and now they don't fear America no more. Okay. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. Okay, so the Lord said he will take vengeance and he's not going to meet you as a man no more. Okay, so only this time he's coming back in his full power now. Just like we always say, you know what I'm saying? He's coming back as that young lion. Okay. And we already know when a young lion, you know what I'm saying? A young lion, he's in his full strength. You know, he's in his prime. He's in his full strength. And that's how Lord Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's coming back in his full strength as that young conquering lion. All right. So for Elon Musk to make a statement like that, you know, that's the pride, which states in let's get real quick. Obadiah, the first chapter. You see Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. It says, "The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, that dwellest in the cluster of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" You see, so that's the pride of Esau. Okay, so he doesn't think that nobody is gonna bring him down, that he's not gonna be defeated. But according to prophecy, he will be defeated, you know, by our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why, you know, when Jacob and Esau, you know what I'm saying, when Esau came out first, red, you know, that the hand of the heel, or you know, Jacob held forth Esau's heel, and that was signifying that eventually he will be brought down by Jacob. Okay, because our Lord Yahweh Shai, he came out of Israel, Judah, so our Lord Yahweh Shai, he's coming to bring this devil down. Okay, but you see, you know, they skip over and they look over prophecy, and that's gonna be to their demise. All right. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You know, thou, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and and though thou settest thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, so the Lord is gonna bring you down. Okay, because all your space systems and your satellites and everything is set up in the heavens. You know. Okay. And you're gonna try to use it to fight Yahweh Shai, but it's not gonna work. Okay, Yahweh Shai is still gonna bring you down. All right, we could already see that you can't fight the chariots, and brothers posted up that video of, you know, whoever's shooting them lasers at the chariots, and and the chariots was just dodging them lasers that you shot at them. All right, the chariots was just maneuvering over them over them missiles. Well, not the missiles, but them lasers. Okay. So how in the world are you gonna? You can't fight something like that. All right. Because these chariots, they devise the laws of gravity. Okay. They don't. They don't. They're not ruled by the laws of physics. Okay. They devise the laws of physics. Okay. So how in the hell are you gonna fight something like that? You know. You can't. You done. Pursuant to the prophecy. Okay. Pursuant to the prophecy, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be brought down when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back. Okay. All right, Revelations 11 and Revelation chapter 11, verse 15. It's going into the second trumpet right here. The seventh trumpet, And it's no coincidence that, DJ Trump, his last name is Trump. It all ties in. It's all spiritual. But this is the seventh trumpet right here. Verse 11, Revelations 11-15, and the seven angels sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, "The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord, and of his Mashiach Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever." Going back to the prophecy in Daniel's. Okay, going back to the prophecy that states in Daniel's chapter 2, verse 44, that the Most High shall set up a kingdom that shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall consume all these other kingdoms before it. And that's the kingdom of heaven. All right, that's the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and the elect that will be joint heirs with our Lord Yahweh Shai. The men that continue in his work to the end. To the very bitter end. Okay. That's the kingdom. All right. So there's no reversing it. There's no stopping it. We already know that, when you're on top, when you're ruling, when you got all this power, you want to stay up. But the thing is, with you other nations, you weren't destined to rule this earth, okay? The people that are destined to rule this earth forever and ever is the nation of Israel, all right? Jacob, all right? Starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai. And the elect, okay? All right, we were chosen to rule this earth forever and ever. The Lord chose us. The Lord made that covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we are those people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians. We are those people that the Most High made the covenant with. All right, the covenant was not made with you other nations. All right. All right, the blessings, you didn't receive the blessings. All right, you didn't receive the blessing. Okay. You other nations, you got a blessing, The Most High gave you your little lot, to rule for a short time. But you didn't get the blessing, okay? You didn't get the number one blessing. You other nations, you didn't come in first place. All right, the nation of Israel. All right, we're the ones that came. We're the ones that are first. All right, we're the ones that got top prize. That got first place prize. All right. We are, not you other nations. Okay. So pursuant to prophecy, our Lord is going to come back in these times to take down this current empire right now that's ruling, which is the ancient Roman Empire all over again. Okay. Pursuant to the prophecy. So with that, hope the lesson was edifying. Go give all praises and glories due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakwakadash. Shalom.